For a while now, we've been putting mystery clips in our videos and asking you all to guess them. Today, we turn the tables. In this video, it's up to me, Xiangray, to identify 20 images Arjun has taken from our footage database of over 60 mountains and thousands of clips. That's right, we're testing my knowledge of where we've skied and our footage trends, and, most importantly, my knowledge of the layouts of the mountains we've covered. There's a million possibilities, and I'm going into this completely blind. Let's get right into it. This is a highly experimental video, so we're going to see how you guys like it to determine whether to do more of this style. To give a sense of how well I'm going throughout, we're going to use a point system. For each mountain I identify, I get a point. If I get the specific run or lift or location with the help of a map, that's an additional 1 point, and if I do it without a map at all, that's an additional 2 points, giving the possibility for 3 points per image. For every one I get the mountain but not the run, Arjun gets a point, and if I whiff completely, he gets an additional 3 for a total of 4. Bear in mind that this system isn't perfect and isn't intended to be, and there will probably be spots where we arbitrarily assign points. It's just to give you guys a sense of how well I know what I'm talking about. Feel free to play along and tell us your score down below. Once again, just for reference, a perfect score for identification would total 60 points. With all that out of the way, let's begin.
Alrighty, here we go. First image, this is from the easy category.
Alright, well, I like what I'm seeing right off the bat. I see a little town in the background that's pretty iconic. That's got to be Aspen Mountain. Mm-hmm. And looking down this, Mogul Run, and I see, what is that, Shadow Mountain down there. So this has got me thinking it's Corkscrew or Corkscrew Gully. I don't remember what it's called. I'm going to go with Corkscrew.
Yep, absolutely correct. You got them both. Next one.
Beautiful. Okay, low snow, definitely looks East Coast. That is Whiteface, and this is a newer high-speed quad, so that must be the Notch.
All right, 2 for 2 so far.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Next one.
Oh, dear God. Oh, shit. Okay. Wait, because I could fumble this so hard right now, and that would actually be so bad if I did.
It's
is
so
this
receptive.
Mammoth or is this Palisades? No, because this could be Mammoth or Palisades. You've only skied those two mountains on those skis,
right.
But I see 2 depression towers down there, and I know the gondola doesn't have that, and that's not at the right angle to be Chair 23, so this has got to be Palisades.
Very good. Now, what do you think the run is?
This isn't Needle. I think that's the head wall lift, so that would indicate to me that this is one of those ones in that Needle area. Final answer, I'm just going to say Light Towers, because I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect about that. That is the Siberia lift, and these are the iconic Palisades. This is specifically Main Chute, which is one of the easier runs.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You're going to get flamed. It's such an iconic run, too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is Main Chute. This is one of the most iconic runs on the mountain, but you did get the resort correct. So you get the points for that. No points for the run name or the lift. Lead. So, yeah, good job. Next one.
Okay, well, can save myself here a little bit, right? Because we've got, of course, that iconic peak in the background there. That's Crested Butte. That is the Mount Crested Butte. And that would mean that this is the, what do they call it, Silver Queen Express?
Very good, very good. Next one. That was too easy.
Okay, no snow. That's my first impression. This looks... Oh, God, where is this? This isn't East Coast, because East Coast there was at least some snow on the ground. I am going to go with Deer Valley, and this looks like the Jordanelle run.
Good job. I was worried you weren't going to get that for a second. I'm like, you were just here. If you don't get this, that's crazy. But good job. Good start. Let's move on to the medium category. Here's our first image.
Okay. That's definitely Jackson Hole. The question is, can I identify this? This might be... Ooh, it's not Charles Barkley. I want to say this is Granny Shoots.
You know, I'm going to give you slack for the run name here because this is actually... I called it Charles Barkley Alternate, but it doesn't have a name, so I'm going to just give you credit for the run name. You mentioned Charles Barkley. That's pretty good already, so I'll give it to you. Next one.
All right. It's once again East Coast. Oh. Wait. Okay, it's East Coast, and it's not like completely socked in. So that limits it to Whiteface Gore or those orange heads on the snow guns. So those are new snow guns. I really want to say Okemo. I'm going with Okemo.
Okay, and do you have a run name, or?
I was going to say it's something off of, like, South Face, but I don't know run names for Okemo, to be honest.
Yeah, that's okay. Unfortunately, you are wrong in this case. This is Gore, and this was called Otter Slide. Maybe I went a little bit too hard. My bad. But yeah, this is Gore. Yeah, this is Gore.
Okay, so I had it narrowed down. That's what I said. I said it's either Whiteface, Gore, or Okemo.
Right.
And you weren't bold enough to repeat Whiteface.
No.
So.
Yeah. There you go. Good effort, then. That was close. Next one.
Okay. We got some aspens and some pines. It's pretty mellow. Looks like an older chairlift. That is the Aerobahn Express at Beaver Creek.
That was pretty good. Yeah, you nailed it. Spot on.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Absolutely spot on. Beaver Creek Aerobahn. Very good. Enough said with that. Next one.
This is Alpine Meadows. Because it looks a little slushy, but it's shaded, so it's either it's Squall Pine. I want to go Alpine. And
is that your final answer?
I'm just gonna say this run is Charity because I don't know, and that's my final answer.
Unfortunately, you are incorrect. This is at Mammoth Mountain. This is the lower mountain, and I understand why you went for Alpine because the Sierras look kind of similar. So. I understand why you went Alpine, but this is Mammoth, and the run is Wall Street, so this is on the lower mountain. But good effort. You were in the right state, so that was good.
Huh.
Next one. Come on. There we go.
Cardrona, Lower Arcadia Chutes.
I think you nailed it. That was too easy. Oh, wait. You got the ski resort right. I'm going to give you a second chance for the run.
Is that not lower?
No.
Okay, so then I guess that's technically the off-piste in Arcadia Basin. Whatever.
Okay, I don't know Cardrona enough to know whether you're right or not, but, like, it's... on the video title, this was titled Outer Limits.
Oh, man.
Very, very good effort. You were very close there. I think you were in the right general area though, right? Or...
No, it wasn't even close.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Okay. I think that just about does it for our medium category. So now we're gonna move on to the hard category.
We got 2.5 on the medium. Bro, I gotta redeem myself on the hard. I gotta lock in.
Here we go.
Let's lock in. That is tough.
Yeah, I'm realizing I might have gone... I overestimated your ability to just know your footage like the back of your head. Oh, man.
So it's sunny, and here's the thing. I can tell a lot about this footage, right? This is a Doppelmayr fixed grip quad. I only rode one Doppelmayr fixed grip quad this last season. That was Timberline at Park City.
Holy shit, that was crazy. You nailed it. That's good. That's so good. You're correct.
I was thinking there for a minute, and then it just came to me. I was like, yes, that's Timberline.
Freaking nailed it. Wow, great start into the hard category. Excellent. Alrighty, next one.
I'm warmed up. I'm ready. Here we go.
You're back in it. Hell yeah.
Blue Bubbles. That's at Zermatt. Because that's in the lower right of the mountain. Do I get points if I can tell you where it is without actually knowing the name? Because this is the one where you load backwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Really stupid loading and then it flips around.
Right. Yeah, I'll give it to you. No, you know the lift. It's fine. So you get both points for that. This is indeed at Zermatt, and this is called Hurley. Next one.
All right. Here we go. Okay. So those are trees that have leaves, clearly. Which means it's not like most of the places I ski have conifers, which have needles, right? So that's probably not, that doesn't look East Coast. The East Coast trees I skied were also coniferous. So that's got to be somewhere Midwest. It also looks very flat beyond the forest. I'm going to go with Mount Bohemia. And, I don't know how I'm supposed to know where this is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with, I want to go with Ghostly Godiva.
Holy shit, I think you got it. You got it. That's insane. What?
Let's go.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow, what a performance.
No way.
Wow. Oh, that deserves a standing ovation. People in the comments, give it up for him just for that. That was incredible. I never expected you to get that. Well done.
My heart is racing.
Dude, fantastic. Next one.
Okay, so we got a little bit of cord. The interesting thing is the trees have snow on them, because my instinct is, again, Okemo.
Do you want to know whether you're right about the resort or not?
Yeah, why don't you tell me if I'm right about the resort, and then I can go for a run based on that.
You are absolutely freaking correct about the resort.
Oh, I know what it is, but I need to look at a map to find the name of it. This is another one of those ones. God, wait, but this isn't a clip that has 3 different runs in it. So it could be.
If you name any of the runs,
these 3, I'm gonna go with Countdown.
Well done. That was. If I was gonna give you credit if you had gotten any of the runs in that clip. So, well, frickin' done. Yeah, this is Countdown at Okemo.
So am I 4 for 4 on the?
Dude, I think so. Yeah, you're freaking 4 for 4. So last of the hard section. Let's see what you can do with.
Gotta finish this out strong. Here we go. Oh, you had to do me with this. See, because this is somewhere in St. Moritz. This could be Corvac, Corvillia, or Dia Valezza.
You're already...
Right away, I'm going to eliminate Dia Valezza because most of those clips are corduroy. And this run looks really, really chopped. What is that lift there?
Good question.
That lift looks weird. That lift looks like a tram.
Good.
I think it's Corvac, because Corvillia is just a bunch of 6-packs across.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct about it being Corvac. So now, using the map, do you think you'll be able to get the run?
Using the map, I know you did not ski 23, which 23 is Pressura, and I don't recognize that name. What's number 9, Surley, or number 1A, Duranost? You skied both of those. It's going to be one of those two to have that good view of a tram. The question is which one. So let's take one more peek at that. That's crossing under, so that's number 9. That's going to be Surley.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for this man. What an absolute performance he's put on in the hard category. That is remarkable. He was 5 for 5 in the hard category, but 2 for 5 in the medium category. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so I don't know if that just reflects me being distracted. Oh, look, a deer. So, since I got all 5 in the hard, I think that my goal is probably 2 out of 5 in the impossible, which should be feasible.
I actually do think you can do this. I think you can get 1 for sure. 2, let's take a look and let's find out. Here's your first picture.
Winter Park. Mary Jane Trail.
What a performance. What a performance. Absolutely incredible.
Let's go.
Dude, you are confident about that. Lower Mary Jane. Very good.
See, I grew up skiing Winter Park, okay? I know my mountain.
I would have been shocked if you didn't get this one. But can you get the rest of them? Let's find out. Next one.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is easy. This is easy.
Okay.
And you know why it's easy? Is because those are Doppelmayr EJ chairs, but that next tower up there is a Yan Y tower, which means that that is a Doppelmayr high-speed quad. There's only so many of those. And you know one mountain that has a lot of those? Sun Valley, Idaho. Now, as far as which lift this is, there's a couple of different options, but given the fact that this is coming up and based on where the trees are, I believe, and bear with me here, that run underneath there is called Ridge. That's right where it splits to Blue Grouse and Rock Garden, and there's one other trail, and I'm riding up the Lookout Express.
I don't know what to say to that. Holy shit. Absolutely spot on, dude. Absolutely freaking spot on. That... If you guys don't think this man is dedicated to, like, just... I don't even know where I'm going with this. Dude, what a performance. 2 out of 5 already impossible to category? That's insane. Only you could have figured that out. That is pretty awesome. But, can you keep it up? Let's move on to the next one.
That's Mad River Glen. I'm traversing into... What is it called? It starts with a P. It's not ptarmigan. Is it partridge?
What? Dude, I thought this looked like the West Coast. I thought this would throw you off. You're like, oh, look at the trees. They look like Steamboat or something. What? You nailed it. Spot on. Let's see if you can keep this up. This is crazy. Holy. I think you're cooked.
My gut is to say Eldora.
Okay. Is there a run you have in mind, and is that your final answer?
It's not my final answer. Give me a second to think about this.
Okay. I'm going to give you a hint. This is not your footage.
This angle, and I should have got this before, yeah, because this angle is definitely much wider than what I normally film in. So it definitely looks like some of your footage. So where have you been that would have such low snow cover?
And such vanilla terrain, eh?
This is Skier 72 skiing at Nakiska, isn't it?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Holy smokes, you're killing it. What the heck? With that hint, the title of this video was A Foggy Day at Nakiska. So I don't even know the run. So comment down below if you know what the run is, if you're from Canada and you've skied Nakiska. Or if you don't have to be from Canada to ski Nakiska, I guess. Alrighty.
Well, hey, Skier 72, I almost said your name there, but Skier 72, if you're watching this, you are loved and you are missed by SRG Skiing here, and we are really excited to see any new videos when you get around to making them.
Yes,
All the
please.
best.
You have some of the coolest content on the platform, so please come back soon. Alrighty, last one of the
Last one.
of the
Here
not
we go.
so impossible category. Can he be 5 for 5?
What the heck? What is that?
This is what the impossible category should have been.
There's a couple of possibilities here. And the reason I'm saying there's a couple of possibilities is because of all these snowflakes that are on the lens of the camera. See, because every time I've skied in a snowstorm this past season, I cleared the lens, like, frequently, and it very rarely got to this. Which means that it's either Arjun's footage or my footage from, like, early in the season or, like, the previous year. Now, given that it's a pretty straight angle, it must be my footage.
I'm going to give you a hint.
This could...
I'm going to give you a hint. This is not your footage.
Okay. Okay, then this is your mammoth trip in, like, early January.
This is also not my footage.
So if that's... Oh, shoot. So it's neither of our footage. Then I almost want to go back to Wolf Creek. Because that looks like Treasure Stoke. That looks like I'm looking at Treasure Stoke from, like, A run called Bank Shot, perhaps. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, thank God you're absolutely wrong. This is Sunshine Village, actually. It looks, usually it looks pretty beautiful, but it looks pretty crappy here. This is Lookout at Sunshine Village. It's completely stocked in. I think this is Skier 72's footage, because it did not snow this hard either of the 2 days that I was there. So, we'll tally up the total points, and yeah, maybe we'll do this another day with me, and I'll get absolutely slaughtered, because I don't know half the resorts on this list.
I'll give you 20 mediums.
Okay, yeah. Oh, 20 mediums? Not these mediums. Oh, hell no.
I'm going by your standard now.
Oh, God.
You have set the bar.
Oh, God. Well, all right, folks. Thanks for watching.
Alright, so there we have it. At 41 points for me and 15 for Arjun, I think it's safe to say that I know our footage and mountains pretty well. If you have any questions or feedback for this series, please put it down below. Don't forget to mention how you did as well, and if you want to see Arjun take on this challenge, let us know that too. Thank you all so much for watching this highly experimental video. All our love, we're out.